Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Spiritual View. For this week's Tuesday tune-up, we're diving into relationships, those connections that tug at our hearts, keep us guessing, and sometimes even keep us up at night. Whether you're here seeking clarity about a romantic partner, a close friendship, or someone who's been on your mind lately, this reading is for you. So if you are new here, welcome in. I'm Jennifer Halliburton with the Awakened Jenn Tarot, and I'm one of the hosts of the Spiritual View. The Spiritual View is a collective of 7 spiritually gifted women who use a range of modalities to share messages and guidance for the collective. We are building a vibrant community where we explore spirituality, personal growth, and the wisdom that can be found in tarot. Whether you're seeking guidance, inspiration, or just a place to connect, you're in the right spot. So welcome to the journey. We're so thankful you're here. We have daily videos that we do on this channel, and we have 2 live shows that we do each week where we bring the group together for fun conversation and do live card pulls for the collective. So be sure to check that out on Mondays at 10 a.m. Eastern and Fridays at 5 p.m. Eastern. All right, so before we get started, let's go ahead and take 3 deep breaths together and do the invocation to call in the spirit team. So if you'll close your eyes and breathe in. That's 1. Breathe in. That's 2. Breathe in. That's 3. I now call in my angels, archangels, ascended masters, our higher selves, and guardian angels to please enter this present space and time. I call upon Archangel Michael to place a bubble of protection around us. Only beings of the highest vibration of pure love and light may enter in. So be it. All right, so for this reading today, we're going to be using a new deck that I have that is called the Soul Coaching deck, and this is by Denise Lynn. And so that's going to help us see the overall energy of the connection right now, and then I'm going to pull the main spread with the Mermaid Tarot. All right, so let's start with the overall energy of their relationship right now. So what is the current overarching energy or theme that is influencing this connection right now? So this, again, could be a romantic connection, a friendship, or just any kind of connection that has most of your attention right now. So what is the current overarching energy or theme influencing that connection? We have beginnings. And I think that's interesting because I was actually going to use the angel number 111 because that was the angel number that I was feeling today, which is all about new beginnings. And those are ones that you have to do yourself. The ones are connected to beginnings that you are starting. And it's 1, 2, 3 on my clock right now. So that's also saying, moving in the right direction. It is moving forward. It is forward movement. All right, so with the beginnings card, and this is a 7 card too. A new cycle is beginning in your life. Wipe the slate clean. It's now time to release the old and start again. Your soul wants you to know life goes in cycles. In the phases of the earth, the plants that die in the fall so that there can be new birth in the spring. It's the universal dance of death and rebirth. It's a time to end and begin. And this is the close of one cycle and the beginning of another. Although it's often difficult to release familiar routines, situations, or relationships when they no longer empower you, your soul asks you not to cling to the old, but to set sail into the new waters, face your fear, and allow yourself to stretch in a new direction. Your soul is at your side, and wonderful opportunities will be born in your life. Wholeness occurs when you can say yes to both endings and beginnings. Affirmation: I cherish all the cycles of my life. And so for this connection, there is some sort of ending that's coming that's bringing in a renewal, a new beginning. So for some of you, this is a complete release of the connection. But for others of you, it's going to be the old way ends. It's a complete new start, but the old way really does have to go away. There has to be some sort of drastic change, because this really is reminding me of the death card. And so whatever was there before cannot continue on. Something new has to be born. So even if it's the same people in the connection, they cannot show up in the same ways. And so that's what I'm feeling very strongly, is new beginnings. You've got to do something different. We're making a different decision. This is a whole new timeline that we're getting onto. All right, so pulling with the rest of the spread, I'm using the Mermaid Tarot. All right, so the first card that we're going to pull is, where are you in the relationship right now? So where are you emotionally, mentally, and spiritually within this connection? So where are you in this connection right now? Oh, wow. The sun. So you have seen the light. You see what is on the horizon. You are looking for those better days, and you know the better days are there. You've seen the light, so you have seen the path. You see, like, it's just all been illuminated. And in my Light Seers Tarot, this card actually shows up as like this huge download that's coming in. I mean, it's just this like complete aha. I know what I need to do now. It's just I've seen the light. That's what I'm getting from that. So the other person in this connection, what is their current energy and how are they approaching the connection? Five of Wands. They are very conflicted. They are struggling to see the same vision that you're seeing. They're struggling to get aligned with you. They're struggling to even want to go on this same path forward with you. Like with this card right here, everyone is working together for the same purpose. And so they have, more force behind their actions because it's so many of them are now aligned, working towards the same goal. But your person is not aligned with you yet. And so, or you're out of alignment in some sort of way. And so they're feeling very conflicted about it. This is going to be some sort of, I think this person, their ability to be able to work with you or not is going to let you know whether or not this beginning is a new beginning with them or a new beginning with someone else. Their behavior in this is going to let you know what you're going to need to do with it. But you've seen the light, you've seen it, and you know that something does have to be done now. Okay. The next card is the current dynamic. So what is happening between both of you right now? We have the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is, there has been effort. You have started the process. This is, this card is about having faith about all the effort that you've put in, but it is also realizing I've put a lot of work into this and I'm not seeing results. And so there might be some time to sit and consider, why am I not getting the results that I'm wanting to see out of this? Have I done everything that I needed to do? And is it just, is it just a bad seed? Is it just not going to produce fruit? Like those are the questions that you really need to ask yourself when you're looking at this card right here. This is where we're at. We put in a lot of work. We're looking at all the effort and we're just not getting the results that we're wanting to see. So does it make sense to keep doing the same things that we've been doing if we're not getting the results we want? Or if you're evaluating this and you've done all the right things, that it's just really something that takes time to line up. But I don't know that that's what this is, because I'm just feeling with this one right here and just your clarity that I'm feeling from that you're kind of getting the sense that this resistance is probably going to hurt the ability of this getting to where it really needs to get. Okay. So what needs healing or attention? What are the areas of the relationship that require some focus and some resolution? We have the Moon. So the Moon is about facing your fears. It's really bringing light to the shadows. It's looking at the shadows. It's not pretending like they don't exist. It's no longer sweeping things under the rug just because you're too afraid to really look at it and see what's under there. It's the uncovering is what I'm getting of that. So that's the thing, is like there's been way too much hidden that's led to just this confusion and just this murkiness that like clouds all of the decisions that you're trying to make. So we are bringing light to the shadows. We're bringing things to light. We are not going to be afraid to see, just how bad this situation really might be, because until we see it for what it really is, we cannot address it appropriately. All of the efforts that we've been putting in are not going to help us get to our resolution if we're not looking at this thing clearly, if we're not seeing the reality of it. Okay. So your guidance at this time, what advice or action can you take to navigate this connection for your highest good? So guidance that you can take to navigate this connection for your highest good is the Lovers. So the Lovers is about making a very difficult choice. You've got to choose what you really want for your life. And so when we're talking about what it is that we're really wanting for our lives, some of the things we need to look at, we need to remove the, like, if it's this particular person, it has to show up in this person or I don't want it. Like, you need to get clear about, is it the person that you want or is it the experience that you're wanting? Because if it's the person, you're going to have to look at them in their totality, see the reality of who they really are and what they are bringing to this connection and what you're going to have to do to help manage what they're bringing to this connection. And that's one approach to look at that, when we're looking at this Lover's energy of this difficult choice, this emotional choice, and figuring out what it is that we're wanting. Do you want the person that we're talking about, or do you want the experience? If you're trying to get this person to give you a specific experience, you're doing it wrong. You've got to figure out which one of the two things means more to you. Is it the person or is it the experience? Because if it's the experience that you're looking for, then you're going to have to find a person that lines up, that is already aligned and wants to be that type of person that can give you that type of experience. But if it really is the person, then you're going to have to learn what parts of this experience that you're okay not having, because that's not the experience that they're going to give you. So that is a very difficult decision, because most of the time what we're wanting, we want it to be this person bringing us this experience. And that is not the option that you have. You don't get to control this person. You don't get to change this person. This person gets to choose, I want to show up in this way or not. And we're going to let them make that decision. And again, we're either choosing, we want this person or we want this experience, but we're basing it off of just that, not on what this person is choosing, not on what this person is choosing to do. We're observing what this person is doing. And then based off of what our choice is, we want the experience, we want the person, we're adapting our response to that. So I want the person. This person is not showing up, giving me the experience I want. Well, then let's see what type of experience I'm going to get with this person and how I can make that into something that is, comfortable for me too. But if it is the experience and this person decides I'm not going to show up to give you this experience, then you do have to release the person. But see, we're coming back to this, the beginning card that came out. And that's the thing that I was saying. It's either it's going to be a completely new experience, because this is like the death card to me, or it's going to be a new experience in the connection, but it cannot be the same way that it's always been. So, we've got two very big things that are happening with that. Okay, so let me pull with the Art of Manifestation Oracle. So what guidance do you have right now to help bring your manifestations in? To have and to hold. This is all about healthy relationships too. I love that. Okay, healthy relationships are formed through love rather than need. It is such a human thing to hold on to others for fear and insecurity. But this dynamic can stifle a relationship's potential to flourish and actually push someone away. Give your give your relationship the freedom that it needs to form a healthy foundation of trust. So to have and to hold, and one of the things that I get with that, my first hit of that is that a lot of people think that love is about possession, and it's really not. When you really love someone, you appreciate them, you admire them, and you really want the best for them, whether or not that is with you or not. And so, like, that's what you're really looking at, is you're letting go of this need to control this other person at all. You can appreciate this person, but you cannot control this person. And it's not an ownership of this person. This person is free to do whatever they're wanting to do. And then you're looking at what they're doing and you're making choices off of that. You're not forcing them to you have to live the way I tell you to live. You're not going to do that. But you're going to live your life in accordance to what is true to you based off of what you actually want. And you have to get really clear about that, because right now the conflicted part, and it's getting you in that double bind area, is that you're wanting this person to do this thing and they are not wanting to do that. That's not where they're at. They're very conflicted about that. They don't feel like that's the life they're wanting, or they don't feel like that's something that they are able to accomplish, whatever. You're not going to get both. You cannot have both in that. So you've got to decide. All right. So that was quite a journey. When we started, we were here to get to the bottom of what's really happening in this connection, your energy, their energy, and how it all fits together. And hopefully you are walking away with some clarity and maybe even a little bit of inspiration for what needs to happen next. So let me ask you, what was something that stood out to you most in the reading so far? I'd love to hear your thoughts. You can share them in the comments below and how this is really resonating with you. So hopefully this has given us a stronger foundation for understanding where you both are standing right now and what's happening in this connection. In the extended reading, I'm going to dive deeper into what they're not saying by pulling from the Hidden Truth Oracle, what surprises might lie ahead, and I'm going to use, let's see if I can get it out, the Lightseer's Tarot. And I'm going to pull even some guidance with my intuitive whispers, but we're going to look at the next 30 days, how they're going to unfold, and just anything else that we need to know about this connection and how to manage it. So you can find the link to that in the description box below. So other than that, just remember, your magic isn't something that you have to search for. It's in you already, shining brightly. So go out there and merge your magic with the whole world. And until next time, I'll see you later. All right. Bye.